In this video, we will show you how to file a hazardous waste generator fee return. We protect all the confidential information you provide to us. First, go to the website cdtfa.ca.gov and at the top, click on Log In. That will take you to the Online Services Login page. You must log in with a username and password. For assistance with creating a username and password, please watch our tutorials online. On the CDTFA Online Services Login page, we will enter our username and password. Then click Log In. On the Online Services Profile page, under the Accounts tab, we will click on the Hazardous Waste Generator Fee hyperlink. This will take us to the Hazardous Waste Generator Fee account page. Under the Periods tab, click on the File Return hyperlink next to the return period for which you would like to file. In our example, we will file for the calendar year 2020, which is displayed by its return end date of December 31st, 2020. On the Generator Sites page, review the questions. If you have any sites that include treated wood waste, select Yes. If you have additional generator sites not listed below, select Yes. In this example, we do have additional generator sites that are not listed below, and we'll select Yes. Next, select the appropriate tonnage category for the amount generated at the site listed. If you are no longer generating hazardous waste, enter the date you last generated hazardous waste. For this example, we have 50 to 249.9 tons of hazardous waste generated and do not have a last generation date. If you choose, you can save your work at any time by clicking the Save Draft button. Enter your password and click OK. You will then be directed to a confirmation page. Now that you saved your draft, let's go back to filing your return. Click the Continue Editing button. We are now back to your return on the Generator Sites page. After completing the page, click the Next button to continue. Since we marked Yes for additional sites, the Report Fees by Location for Unregistered Sites page will be displayed. Please note, this page will not appear if you selected No on the previous page for additional generator sites not listed. Click on the Add a Site hyperlink to register new hazardous waste generator sites to your account. A pop-up window, Add a New Site, will appear. Enter the required information. You will need to validate the address by clicking the Validate Address button. Another window, called Address Search, will appear. Validate the address by clicking on the red hyperlink. Click here to verify address. If the address is valid, you will see the word Verified in green. After verification, click the Save button. The button that said Validate Address now says Address Validated. Click the Add button to add the site. The new site will now appear under the Schedule G. To add more sites, you can click on the Add a Site hyperlink. To make changes to your site, click on the pencil and paper icon. To delete a site, click on the paper and red X icon. We have no additional sites to add, and we'll click Next. On the Summary of Reported Generator Sites page, review your existing and new sites. If you need to make changes or register more sites, click Previous. If the information displayed on the page is correct, click Next. On the Review Classification Fees page, review the total fee transactions. The fees displayed are for illustration purposes only. For current fee rates, please visit our website. Click Next to proceed. Review the Summary page. If you need to make an adjustment, click Previous. To print a draft of your return prior to submission, click Save Draft. If the information displayed on the page is correct, click Next. On the Your Information page, review the pre-filled information and make changes if necessary. In this example, we are not a paid preparer and will select No. When all required fields are completed, click Submit. When you click Submit, a window will appear to confirm your intent to file electronically and that your return is true, correct, and complete. Please read this information carefully. Enter your password and click OK to submit. This will serve as your authorization and confirmation. You will not receive a confirmation email. This confirmation page represents a return filing only. Please take note of your confirmation number and the total amount due. We recommend that you print this page for future reference. To make an electronic payment, click on the Make a Payment button. To print your submitted return, click on the Print Return button. You can also share your feedback by clicking on the Online Services Survey button. Your opinion counts. If you still have questions, please call our Customer Service Center at 1-800-400-7115, California Relay Service at 711.